is sleepy.
Don't talk before my intro.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Don't worry, John. I'm gonna finish editing the one that I made for you, and it's gonna be dope. I'm so picky, especially when it comes to horror. I'm like, how do I get good styles of this stuff? It's like a lot of the horror stuff. It's either just slow panning or it's just really bloody and killy, and I got to figure out a way to match that. But anyway, my name's Henry Confidential. This is the Fuck Belt League. We are gonna have a fun one here because we have two juggernauts of players that either overly prepare for things and they're super nerdy, or they're just really good naturally and they're super nerdy. First up, we have John, the owner and controller of Why We Love Horror, trivia, versus, and all that good stuff. John, how you feeling about this? And if you defeat Eric in this match, will it be considered a hate crime?
No, because my wife's Latina, so it's fine. I'm protected against that.
He's allowed to.
It's fine, and my kids are both Latinos, so that's okay technically. They're whiter than Henry too. It's really, they really got the best of both worlds. It's really a good thing. And honestly, I kind of felt you before about Eric's picture there and the thing where it has his name on it. Like, he doesn't have any pictures because I think he might be on a watch list or some shit. I don't know, when there's no pictures of Eric anywhere.
His name might be Pablo and Escobar or something like that.
You never know. You never know. His house is real nice.
I thought I recognized you. I'm like, oh, the one episode of Narcos.
Yeah. From what I've heard, I don't know. He might not even be in Mexico. I think he's somewhere else.
By the way, perfect time for today's sponsor, NordVPN. No, I'm just kidding. Eric, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm here. This is not the first time I've been accused of being a narco, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm excited to be here. I am a nerd that studies. Mostly because I really like the chance to watch movies that I normally wouldn't watch. Like, not that I wouldn't watch Tales from the Hood, but Tales from the Hood is really good. And then I heard there's not going to be any questions about that, so much better. Now I'll get to enjoy that movie better. But this is going to be fun. I remember hearing that some people think John is an underdog, and I don't believe that. He's always been a beast of player. We played twice before, never in general-ish trivia, in fandom, horror, and all that. We're 1-1, so let's see how it goes.
Yeah, and definitely some behind-the-scenes, exhibitions and stuff we've done. But yeah, when it's on the line and legit, too legit to quit, we'll see what you guys got. John, are you ready?
Yeah.
Eric, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. In our first category, Martin McDonagh directed. Billy, Sam Rockwell's character, has a hustle doing what in 7 Psychopaths?
My very best match wasn't recorded, was at Wrestling with Trivia with JPO. It was a hell of a tag team match for finals of a tag team tournament. He forgot to click. He didn't actually shoot it. We just had the match.
Oh, that's a bummer. In my 7 years of making movie trivia stuff on YouTube, I've done that, I think, 2 or 3 times, and I've definitely had plenty of, videos where I'm like, I probably should release that, and I didn't. Fun fact. Still get hate from that. 5. 4. By the way, John, we need to get you some dope background music, so it just adds to the vibe. So then hosts don't have to just awkwardly talk.
I'll consider it.
3, 2, 1. John.
Not sure how to phrase it. Kidnapping dogs for reward.
And Eric.
Kidnapping dogs and returning them for a prize.
Yeah. Any variation of kidnapping dogs. In the category of Jason Statham acted, who directed The Beekeeper?
I hate this. Because I watch it, I like it, I don't remember who did it.
I forgot too. Shit.
And then when you hear the answer, you're like, all right, whatever. Fuck you with that 5-point value question. Or is it a 1-pointer? Getting in your head now. That awkward moment when I'm at the end of my popcorn where it's nothing but kernels and crust. So you have to be careful that you don't chomp into a kernel and break your teeth. 5, 4.
Give me an extension. This is bothering me.
I've had plenty of
It's
those.
going to bother me too. I wrote something just to write something, but I know it's in the back of my mind. But I don't really have the energy to think about it too much.
Me neither. This is about me.
Thoughts and prayers, Eric, on your health and wellness. 5.
No, yeah, thank you. I do take it seriously, but it's not a good day for me.
No, Eric's just dying. He's got 2 months to live. 3.
Can I get a second extension or no?
I mean, if you want, but you will be using them where it's a league, so I do have to make them official.
All right. I mean, I got it.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Depends on Eric can protest if he wants because we took 10 minutes that question. What's your
I wrote John Turtletop, but it's not right. But sure.
and John?
David Ayer.
David Ayer is correct.
That's right. Yeah.
Uh,
I knew it was somebody that I knew, but
Yeah, it's like I've seen other movies about this fucking guy. Who the fuck is it?
Yeah.
Speaking of movies that everyone's seen, I don't know. Pedro Almodovar. How did the mother die in Volver?
No, this is mine, and I hate that I don't remember because I have seen it.
Man, I wish I had a co-host and they were super white and they said, "How did the mother die in Volver?"
Vol-
Are you yelling at someone, Eric?
Have you seen this one, John?
No, and like this is the one thing I did not get a chance. I had it on my schedule to start watching. I mean, I've seen a few of his movies, and like I just never got to. So like,
Yeah. This is one of the very good ones.
yeah.
Well, I'm glad I asked about the good one, John
I just put cancer.
and Eric.
I have seen it, but I also said cancer.
We're looking for Within a Fire. In a fire.
Oh, yes.
Died of
There's so many
fire.
mothers in Almodovar movies.
Facts.
In fact,
Peter-
I should have challenged. She I think she didn't die. She shows up later.
well, originally.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I did.
What year saw the release of In Fabric based on IMDb? Based on what it says on the top. I did a bunch of research for it, and there's a bunch of random bullshit like
Oh shit.
things. But the one that said when you see In Fabric, what's the year that's next to it? So you don't have to do any research.
No, this is the only one I have seen of his, but I don't know the year exactly.
That's why I wrote it. I'm like, hey, fuck you guys. All data. JP would love the data, even though he hates release dates. 5,
Yeah.
4, 3. Trust me, I took way too long to figure out if this is right or not. 2, 1. Eric
I don't know. I said 2019.
and John.
Pretty sure Wikipedia says
18.
2018.
Yeah,
2018.
that's
What we're looking.
I should have changed it. I was thinking of we should use an
I think
extension to change it, and I
it's
did.
like a festival versus whatever release.
And literally in my doc, I say 2018, various festivals, overall minimal gross. Like, I tried to do some research. I couldn't come up with a good question, so I got lazy. Question number 5 in the Shrek franchise. What does Puss say Donkey looks like after taking the potion in Shrek 2?
Gosh. Trying to remember what he says in Spanish, and maybe it's the same thing he says in English. So I've seen this one mostly in Spanish.
Eric, you need to write a Jeopardy of like translated to English and just make it a bunch of fucking jank translations and the whole category. Hilarious. 5.
Give me an extension, please.
Okay. Because
Should have known you would.
I've seen these movies too, but like I am not at a level where I'm gonna be answering plot questions about them.
I
You're
should
like,
know this one, and I.
How can you
Hold on,
invest
tape myself in here.
in Fabric and a data question about Shrek?
You don't want to write a plot question about In Fabric.
I know,
That's
right?
fucking crazy.
It's a
I
fucking
did
weird plot.
I did
I agree.
It was out of the American.
I'm gonna.
5,
No.
4, 3,
Uh.
2, 1. John
A horse.
and Eric.
No, they don't write it. I don't know.
He looks like an ass. He looks like an ass
Oh,
in a PG movie.
Ah,
so
yeah.
definitely had to have some fun with that one. If I'm writing quote questions, it's because it's something like that. That's wild. Question number 6 in the ABCs of Death franchise. What movie is referenced in the T segment in the first movie? Oh yeah, like the first. I wrote round 1 a long time ago, so I was like, what did I mean? Oh yeah, in the first ABCs of Death, What movie is referenced in the tea segment?
Sure.
I'm
I
looking
saw
at
these ones because John made me, and I didn't remember anything about them after I saw them.
I know why I wrote this, but I don't remember the context of like what I read.
I don't remember. I mean, I know what T is, but I don't.
I really thought you were going to ask what's the letter this in that movie.
Yeah, what's doing all
What
that
is
stuff?
that?
5, 4. No, I was like, hey, actually watch the movie. 4, 3, 2,
Let's see.
1. Eric
I just saw a bunch of these, so I went to Terminator.
and John.
I know the toilet turns into a bunch of stuff, but Beetlejuice.
Ooh, speaking of toilet, Lethal Weapon 2. Lethal Weapon 2. Question number 7. I think that is the quote. That's why when you brought it up, I was like, I remember. I wrote that for a reason. 2002 Grant. Who plays Meryl Morgan in Did You Hear About the Morgans? I love this. John's getting payback. I'm getting payback on John of all my low-scoring round ones in his league. Even though, ironically, he's winning.
And with good reason. Not doing my best here. Not on purpose. I never throw a match on purpose.
No. Here's how I look at it, like if you're just having a bad game or you're not in the right mindset, et cetera, et cetera. After the fact, if you look at these questions, would you have gotten it? Maybe, maybe not. Then you can let that affect you.
You definitely wouldn't get in those.
There's certain questions where I'm like, I just didn't know that. Even if I prep, I prepped hard for matches, and I was like, that's just not something I looked at or I don't remember. Then that is what it is. So I don't beat myself over it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both of you should know this though. John
SJP.
and Eric.
SJP. But I was worried I was going to fuck up one of the last names, so I think I got it.
I thought you were gonna say, I don't know what it is in English versus Spanish. Like, no,
Not this one.
Just take the H off of Sarah and you're good.
exactly. Sada. And your final question, no perfect rounds. Martin Scorsese directed. Who plays Jordan Belfort's lawyer in The Wolf of Wall Street?
Who's the lawyer?
John, this is how I feel when I do my round ones in your league. I'm like, I'm not prepping for round 1, prepping for round 2. Even though it's the same categories, I'm approaching it as round 2 only.
Yeah, I didn't prep for this round, but I'm always pissed if I don't get at least the ones that I picked.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Eric.
I wrote John Doyardon, but I'm going to be pissed with Spike Jones.
And John.
Favreau.
John Favreau.
It is John Favreau. Yeah.
I knew he was in it. I couldn't place who he was. I was like, maybe he's the lawyer.
That's essentially it. He's only in like 2 scenes.
Yeah.
All right, John, you are in the lead going into round 2. Would you like to spin first or second?
I'll spin second. Why not?
All right. Eric, just a reminder what the movies are. And just in case you haven't watched the matches, the first part of round 2 is you're going to do the normal spin naturally. And then after, whoever's in the lead gets to pick from the remaining ones, no multiple choice, what they want to hear from, and then the other person. So keep that in mind.
I support the league. I have seen the matches. Your match with Will was pretty good. I agree with that.
Yeah, match of the tournament so far. All right, Will. I mean, God damn it, Eric.
No, the wheel right here.
When Harry Met Sally.
I should have seen it before this, but I'll take it, even if it's a bad idea.
So you're keeping it?
But I'll take. Yeah, I'm keeping it. Yeah.
Okay. I
saw all of the John's movies, but I don't want to get.
Oh, you're saying you saw it before this match, so that's what you mean. Okay, I get it. I didn't understand what you were talking about.
This one I see every year, but I'm going to be pissed if I get most of the stuff wrong.
That's fair. All right. Your first question, and stills are available. What was the coffee table made out of that caused the argument between Jess and Marie?
It's a wagon wheel.
That's correct for 2 points.
I wrote a similar question to this one.
Hey, sometimes being a writer helps, just in trivia in general.
Actually, this year, not to toot my horn too much, but this year I played a little bit better because I write a lot of questions now.
Yeah, and your mind just goes in that. You activate different things. What activity were Harry and Sally engaged in when Harry sees his ex-wife at the mall?
They are singing in it's kind of like a karaoke machine. Would you take that? They're singing "Sorry" with the French on top.
We will accept that because that's what we're looking for. All right, third question. What sport are Harry and Jess watching when Harry talks about his cheating wife?
Football.
That is incorrect. 2 point steal.
The
for
sport
Jess.
was football. Shit.
Basketball?
That's also incorrect. The answer we have is baseball. Baseball.
I swore it was football, but maybe I'm because they show stock footage for that.
Yeah. So
And they show the crowd surfing and all that. Doesn't matter.
that's baseball. Yeah, they don't do that in
This way.
football. Fourth question. No perfect rounds. What holiday is being celebrated at the party where Harry confesses his feelings for Sally?
New Year's.
That's correct.
Should have went baseball. That's the sport they play.
Yeah. And your fifth question, no perfect rounds. What is Sally going to school for at the beginning of the film?
What's the subject you mean? Like what she studied?
What is she studying? Yeah.
Journalism?
That is correct.
Okay, but that's what she gets from job, but I don't remember them mentioned it. But sure.
That's what she wants to be. I remember that conversation.
All right.
They talk about that.
Over to John. Take Harry met Sally off the wheel, and we will get your spin. John, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Your spin. Scott Pilgrim.
I'll respin it. I don't care if I get it again, but I'll respin this.
There's no point choice. You don't have to say that.
Yeah.
The Karate Kid.
Yeah.
All right, John, are you ready for your Karate Kid question?
Yeah.
All right. Just remind you, if you go perfect, you get a bonus. If not, you don't. Question number 1. What city is Daniel and his mother moving from at the beginning of the movie?
The Ironbound City, Newark, New Jersey.
That's correct. 2 points. Who composed the music for the Karate Kid?
Pretty sure it's Bill Conti.
It is Bill Conti. Asking John a composer question. The irony.
I got it right.
Fuck
Bill
you.
Conti, yeah.
What costumes are Johnny and the other Cobra Kai wearing when they attack Daniel on Halloween?
They're skeletons.
They are skeletons. Where do Daniel and Allie first meet each other?
At a party on the beach.
Beach is correct. What was the only Academy Award that the Karate Kid was nominated for?
Best song?
That is incorrect. Eric, chance for a 2-point steal.
The only I would have said the same thing. I thought it was sung.
I know it now.
Best original score?
That is incorrect.
Best song there.
Supporting actor Miyagi
Oh,
himself.
and I did saw that. That's right. You're right.
That pisses me off.
Yeah.
Okay. The best was playing in my head. Oh, they got nominated for You're the Best. That sounds a fucking banger.
Yeah, I know the same thing. Yeah.
Sometimes it's
That's
like you want it to be true. No perfect rounds. John, your final question. Oh no, that was it. Yeah, that was it. Sorry. See, I'd be grooving. All right,
Give
go
me like a couple of minutes just to do something real quick. I'll be back quicker.
Okay.
That sucks. I should have.
Well, John, you do get the first option, so I won't waste time in thinking about that. Are you going to want to pick your movie first of the remaining?
Yeah, I'll pick mine first.
All right, we'll go through it real quick just to buy him some time. So let me slowly take Karate Kid off the wheel.
We're not going to spin, right? We just pick, right?
No, I'm buying time. Relax. I'm going to scroll down. All right, and your options are not Heathers. Now Tales from the Hood. Your options are Legally Blonde, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, The House That Dripped Blood, The Goonies, Hocus Pocus, and Amazon women on the moon?
I mean, there are two of them that I think are within the roast. I'll probably just do the Goonies.
All right, you're gonna pick the Goonies. Slowly. All right, and Eric is back. Eric, John is going to be picking the Goonies. No multiple choice, but 1 point steal is available, and every answer is worth 1 point. John, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. John, for 1 point. No multiple choice. What celebrity did Chung claim stopped by his house to use the bathroom?
Michael Jackson.
That is
Then
correct.
he changed his story. It was his sister.
Yeah. That's a movie I saw a couple hours ago. The Goonies.
First time or just rewatch?
No, I had seen it before.
Okay. I'll say first time. It's ironically not a nostalgia bait movie. Good movie.
Actually, Karate Kid, the last week that I saw it was the first time I saw that.
Oh, really? Holy shit. All right.
Yeah, I've only seen
I hadn't seen it.
when it came out in theaters. It was a banger. I've only seen it one time. When talking to the Fratellis, Chunk confesses to making multiple people vomit at what type of location?
A movie theater.
That's correct.
I knew we were going to ask about that scene, but it's going to ask about the beginning of that or the end of that.
Mikey suffers from what disability / however you want to phrase it?
He's asthmatic.
That is true. And correct as well.
My latest review of Goonies, I'm like, he hits that fucking inhaler way too many times. He should go to the hospital.
Or that was early vapes. Question number 4. What instrument is Andy forced to play in order for the Goonies to continue their quest?
It's an organ. It's an organ made out of bones.
I'll accept that, yeah.
It's not a piano. I know piano might be we have.
Yeah, it's has too many
I'll accept it. I'm not even gonna worry if that's bullshit or not. It's right. Potentially your last, if not, you get it right for the bonus. What thing was expanding to which put the Goondocks in jeopardy?
A country club golf course.
That is correct.
Yeah, I was wondering what you're looking for to that because they mentioned the golf club, the golf thing.
It's the whole club, but it's specifically the golf course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Bonus question for going perfect. What is the name of the legendary pirate at the center of the plot?
One-eyed Willie.
And I say this every time. Sometimes the backup's either going to be super abstract and weird or super easy. Get there and earn or be mad about it. Eric, your remaining movies are Legally Blonde, Scott Pilgrim, The House of Drip Blood, Hocus Pocus, and Amazon Women on the Moon.
Okay. They're steals, 1 point steals, right?
Correct.
I'll take Scott Pilgrim. Why not?
All right, let's see if John won't regret it because he did really well in his round. But yeah, let's see if good choice. All right.
Probably regret it.
No, you won't. You'll be fine.
But I did saw that one again. I have obviously seen it a lot of times.
Thanks for the clarification, because we all would have been mad at you if you hadn't seen it lots of times.
To pick at myself and not haven't seen it before, like I did bring the big guns for John. Like he deserves to bring my best, even if it's not really my best.
That's what I said about Will, so I agree. All right, for potential up to 6 points, your first question. Who appears alongside Thomas Jane as one of the vegan police?
Who was it? No, doesn't talk that much. I'm pissed.
5.
Who's the other guy? 4. Fuck it. Sean William Scott. It's not Sean William Scott.
That is incorrect. John, chance for 1 point steal.
Who is it?
Collins Jr.
That is correct.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm glad we didn't have multiple choice in this, because that would have been Taylor. Question number 2.
Guy is like, I don't know. He's a skinny. Is he Spanish? I don't know, guys.
It was Cliff Curtis, Clifton Collins Jr., Diego Luna, Benicio del Toro.
Okay. Yeah, that would have been much easier.
Yeah.
Tell me later who that guy is, because I don't know him by anything else.
Yeah, he's handsome. Question number 2, back over there. What food does Scott say is his favorite before Ramona says it will make him fat?
Bread makes you fat?
That's correct. Question number 3. What is the wrong L word? Scott says.
Lesbian? No, the other award. Lesbians?
That is correct.
I mean lesbians with you.
And lesbians with
I said
everyone.
lesbians.
What? Back over to vegan, please. What is the code number violation for drinking half and half?
Fuck that. Number. I'm not even pissed. I just no number. Code violation. 69, dude.
Is that your answer?
Yeah, I don't remember.
That is incorrect. John, chance for 1 point still.
I have no idea, but 2 questions from the same scene is crazy. 301.
Hey, good scenes. 827 violation.
Yeah, nope. Not even watching that. I will come up with that.
Yeah, sometimes that's how it goes. Trust me, as someone who does that all the time. Final question: what character swallows their gum?
Gideon.
That is correct.
Yeah, you made me swallow my
You
gum.
made me swallow my gum. It's gonna be my desk track for 7 years.
I should have said Will Cohen.
X. What's the difference? All right, John, pick 3 numbers 1 through 6 in any order. Order does matter.
325.
And Eric, 1, 4, 6 in any order.
417.
6.
Hey, whatever the last one was. Yeah.
Just making bullshit up.
Eric.
All right, John, we're one at a time. We're going to go back and forth to assign values. Your first category is Rachel Sennott acted. You want that to be your 2, 3, or 5?
Seemed like half. I'll just make that my 2.
She has like 3 movies, so you've probably seen half of them.
It's more than 3, but I've seen.
Walked out of one of them, so. Eric, the Friday the 13th franchise. 2, 3, 5.
It could be worse. I'll make it my 3.
Okay. Back over to John. Trey Parker acted.
I'll make it my 3.
You said 3? Okay. Eric, the MonsterVerse franchise.
Now that I saw the other match with the Godzilla King of the Monsters question, like I regret my decision, but I'll make it my 5 because my 2 could be something. But the number, make it my 5. Don't listen to me.
All right, you've already said that, but just to be fair, I wrote this one. I didn't write those, so if that makes you feel better or not, but you made your choice before I said that. And John, your 5-pointer is going to be in Julian Mulray.
That was the
That's
gamble.
what I was worried.
I will take a 5 in Moreno Bustillo. Yes.
And
I was worried there wasn't one left.
Eric, your 2 is in 90s Burton.
Yeah.
All right, Eric, we're going to start with you. 90s Burton, are you ready?
Sure.
All right, for 2 points. What famous actor does Vincent D'Onofrio play in Ed Wood?
Orson Welles. I should have made it my 5. Yeah.
That's the
I
joys
knew it
of
was
it.
going to be about Ed Wood too,
Anything.
because
It
you really
can
like
even
that
be
one.
A boat could be, or a box could be anything. Mystery box could be anything. It can be a boat. Staying with you, Eric, on Friday the 13th franchise. What did Crystal Lake get switched to in Jason Lives?
Camp Forest Green.
That is correct.
I really I did expect it to be Jason Lives because that's your favorite. It's
Shut
my
up.
favorite too.
You don't know shit about.
That's everybody's favorite Jason movie, unless
I mean, if it's not, we got issues.
you have a brain
Yeah.
injury or something.
Or you're Kirby because you had a crush on Corey Feldman. And Eric, to stay alive and to take the lead, are you ready?
Yeah.
In the MonsterVerse franchise, what is the last name of the family we follow in Godzilla?
No. Oh no.
You have 2 extensions.
Yeah.
And the first one's going to be a little longer because I'm going to go get a beer. But I'm counting down in my head.
Oh no, I was so close. I should have switched it up. Oh no, what's his name?
5,
Extension.
3,
That's that
It's an
extension.
extension.
Well, I was making sure. I didn't turn my translator on yet.
Yeah.
That is your second extension of 3.
Yeah. Fuck, and I actually like this movie as opposed to other people who don't like.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan.
But I will agree that the lead character is not that interesting.
Well, what's the last name in 5? 4.
Use my last one.
Huh?
Shit. This is the issue with watching them like in order of release. This is the first one I watched of all of these. I will probably remember more about Godzilla versus Kong.
Isn't that the worst?
Yeah.
I've done that where it's like, fuck, I knew I would have known that answer 2 weeks ago when I watched it.
No, I don't think I would remember this one even after watching it because
That's also fair. 5, 4, 3.
Baxter. I don't know. I should know.
That
I
is
really
incorrect.
Here's the killer. It's the same as the family in Jaws.
It is
Brody.
Oh yeah, it is Brody. That's right.
I know. I didn't want to be leading, but you're gonna hate yourself if you don't get it. But that is correct.
I was going to hate myself even if it wasn't Brody.
All right. So
know.
with that said, unfortunately, you do not win. But John, you do win. Let's start with John. John, how do you feeling? What?
He's frozen, right?
He froze.
He's frozen to you as well.
Okay. I was updating the bracket on my other screen, so I didn't see that at first. So I was confused. I'm like, what the hell's going on? All right, well, Eric, how you feeling?
I mean, the score is actually the exact same score our horror match had. It is 20-18. Looks even if it's a TKO, looks closer than it on paper. I can be too mad about it. I did prep for round 2, and I kind of prep. I only picked Monsterverse because I just watched them before Godzilla X Kong, the new one.
Yeah.
So I should have known, and I actually like the first Godzilla, but yeah, that Brody, and I should have known Brody. It's I can be too pissed about it. It's always.
If after the fact you're like, oh, I should have known that, versus, oh, I just didn't know it. It feels a lot better when you just don't know a question versus, oh shit, I should have known that.
Sorry, go ahead.
So I'm looking at the bracket now. With this loss, you're moving over the redemption bracket, but you would be playing Tato. How you feel about that?
Oh yeah, you already had that match. I didn't know you already had that match. I was going to ask.
It's literally processing right now, so it technically should have been up as the time of this, but YouTube is acting goofy with its uploads. Right, one of my people I follow, they posted like YouTube's being stupid with its uploads. But yes, Tato won his match, which should be uploaded, so you'll see it. But unfortunately, the other people won't.
I think somebody tripped over a wire or something.
Yeah, but yes, you're going to be playing Tato in his dominating defeat over JPO. How do you feel about that, Eric?
Yeah, I was. I did knew it was between those two. I was going to play if I lost, when I lost, but I'm happy it stayed on because I already played JPO, so it makes sense to play somebody new. And as opposed to himself, I don't take Tato lightly. He almost beat me and Jacob in the tag team tournament last year. He played fantastic in that. And as John said in their last match, this is the exact format that works for Tato. Mostly plot questions, which so it should be interesting. At the very least, the second and third round is going to be like really like it's going to be very even, or not even. It favors him, but so I should not be sick when I play him. But it's going to be it's going to be a lot of fun. Regardless.
And last thing, not to take, no one wants to use excuses, but just, the reality of life. You're not feeling that well. Now that you've heard all the questions, do you feel like that actually factored into it more than you would have liked, or do you think the results would have been fairly similar just because of how the questions went?
It would have been the same. I was 50-50 when Harry Met Sally won, which would have been make this one tied. At this point would be tied if I hit that one, or maybe 1 point more if I had heard the bonus question.
Yeah.
And the Scott Pilgrim ones, even I saw this one like 3 days ago again. I wouldn't have hit the number, and I never remember that person's name. Like I knew Thomas Jane and the other guy, and the other guy
Which is
never.
unfortunately why I wrote it. But yeah, sometimes that's just how crumbles.
It would have been the same, and John would have probably hit his questions. He didn't have to hear them.
Well,
at
behind
this
the
time in
scenes,
this
when
recording.
we hear him, you'll
Yeah.
feel better if he gets it or not. But with that said, John, you won, and you're going to be going into the semifinals in a triple threat against Brian and Will. Talk about one of the greatest matches we're ever going to see in trivia. How do you feel about that?
I'm glad I get to be involved in one of the greatest matches we ever get to see in trivia. Hopefully, the good Brian shows up, not the why are people saying I'm good at trivia? Ugh, Brian, because that guy sucks. And Will, we know sucks. So I have a good shot.
Wow. Luckily for everyone, and I am going to keep that in the edit where John just says everyone sucks because wink, wink, hint, hints, watch his channel and you'll get that reference. No, it's going to be a blast. I'm excited for that. This was a fun match behind the scenes. We'll see if John would have won anyway to help Eric feel a little bit better. But with that said, my name's Henry Confidential. That is John Maher. Make sure you check him out. Everything he's doing on Why We Love Horror. Make sure you check out everything Eric's doing and on the show Narcos. My name's Henry Confidential. That is them. See you in